Hello beer tubers and welcome to another beer review with me, Peter, the master of Hoppets, today joined by
Brett.
And I'm Myces, checking out another beer for our little pre-MBCC share. We're going to Copenhagen tomorrow. It's going to be fucking awesome. Mikkel Beer Celebration, Mikkel Beer Week, Blåbær Day at Himmel, lots of good things. So we're checking out a beer that we already tried. It's pretty damn good. And we got this courtesy of Ölkassen, which was luckily a place that still had this left when we came home from Sweden. We tried this in Sweden for our during our little GBG Beer Week trip at the Brexiters event that Stibergs held. And actually they ran out of this during the festival, but during the after hours for the concert with some fucking weird bands, it was not my kind of music at all. But hey, to each their own. They poured some leftovers from the fest, and this was one of them. And I actually got a taster, and it was great. So I just looked up where can I get it, and Ölkassen luckily had it, and Ölkassen was kind enough to supply it. So thanks a ton to Ölkassen for the beer. This is none other than the Wylam Imperial Macchiato. So I think they originally did a macchiato 6% some quarter in bottles when they did bottles way back, like when we first tried them, where we had oxidized bottles as well. But they did an imperial version, and we really liked it. And I think Hopsine also reviewed this. I think he's the only one so far. But this is an imperial or double hazelnut praline coffee porter. And it's really good. It's 10%, and I'm really looking forward to have this like with a fresh palate and having a proper sample or a proper glass. It's made with wheat and lactose, and the nuts in there are hazelnut, and then also coffee and cocoa nibs. So pretty much taking their, I guess, one of their first beers, I'd imagine, since it wasn't
bumping it up
and doing it crazy. But actually, they did some really nice stouts, like the Superficial Damage. The blueberry one was really good. Jekyll and Hyde, like great, more classic stuff. Fuck, I smell the coffee all the way from here.
The hazelnut coffee from here.
It smells crazy. But pours a fucking gorgeous color. Look at the head, it's like almost grey. It's really dark actually.
But it's really bubbly. It reminds me a bit of PM Dawn. Do you remember that one had
it was
this
also
kind of
bubbly, And it was also not, well, it wasn't as dark. But
but it had this
the same kind of not like super dense, but kind of bubbly. There's a little bit of like a slightly beige spot there in the middle, but fuck, that's like gorgeous colored imperial stout. I like, or imperial porter. I like that dense, or that like color of head. Looks like coffee mocha foam or something like that. But let's check out the aroma. Jesus fucking Christ, that's a fucking coffee bomb.
It just smells
so much hazelnut and coffee, and it smells like real, like deep, intense espresso with hazelnut. A macchiato. Do you know that coffee? You know a little bit more about those French coffee drinks, because I drink drip coffee or AeroPress coffee, and it's just like a black. I don't drink a lot of these, coffee drinks with milk and all this. But what is a macchiato? Is it with milk?
Yeah, it is with milk. Actually, it's mostly my girlfriend. She's quite an expert in coffee.
She was a barista as well, right?
Yeah, exactly. But it is with milk, and I can't really remember if it's skimmed or not.
And there's probably not hazelnuts.
No. But in Italy, especially in Naples, there are two places that are very well known for doing these hazelnut coffees. And I'm going to Naples again this summer, so I have to try that, because I think it will be like this. Yeah.
It smells fucking gorgeous though. It's like super deep espresso coffee tones. Fuck. And then just onslaught of awesome hazelnut, like fucking Nutella hazelnutty vibes.
But
like,
it has
so
that
dense,
deep, not like 80-90%
chocolate,
but like it's like 50-60 if you remind
like darker chocolate, but paired with like it's almost like dark chocolate Nutella with coffee vibes. It's breakfasty, but it's like, I love coffee stouts and porters. I fucking adore, and when they're like done like this, where it's so like dense and intense, I fucking love it. Like my favorite beverage is beer, second favorite is coffee. So mash them together, heaven for me right here. Fuck, this smells great. Let's try it. Cheers, and thanks to Ölkassen for the beer.
Absolutely.
Fuck, that is fucking delicious.
Yeah.
It reminds me of Trillium Coffee Stout. It really does.
Yeah.
I had quite a few stouts from, like, it's got like that intense coffee character you get in PM Dawn.
Yeah.
But more of a pastry or thick, rich base.
Hazelnutty, chocolatey. You sense that those things are in here.
So praline, I don't know what the fuck you call it.
It's pronounced in all
apparently it's kind of like
ways.
It's usually almond. I guess in this case, inspired by hazelnuts. That is mixed with a little bit of chocolate.
Yeah.
And kind of like caramelized one. It's almost, people say it's like, almost like a nougat type thing.
I definitely
But I can see it. It's it's like such a deep chocolate character to it. Like really deep, dark chocolate with a dark roasted malt. Like this dark, really, it's really, like, there's like fruity coffee characters in beers. There's more like berry coffee characters. This is what I think were like really dark, dense espresso.
Yeah.
Like really dense.
But without losing nuance.
Yeah. It's still definitely got nuance, but it's like the nutty, dark roast, like chocolatey, caramelly kind of coffee flavor, which is kind of like, I love those kind of coffees. I like the fruity ones as well, but these like dense coffee characters in stouts, I think they just work so well.
I agree.
And that's exactly what you get. And then you get like this silky, super smooth, fluffy mouthfeel from the lactose that brings a little bit of vanilla to the table.
Yeah, it has a vanilla kind of thing about it, and actually also hints of an almondy thing. Now that you mention it.
Yeah. But big hazelnut.
But actually,
and it tastes like natural hazelnut to me, but I don't think it is. I'm not sure. It doesn't say.
Combination.
No, it is because it says contain nuts, so it must be.
It must be, but it could be
a combination because it has that popping pastry thing.
Yeah, because we thought about the same with the superficial damage. We found out that one contained fresh blueberries, but it could be like a mixture.
Yeah, because it had that like artificial ice cream thing. But I don't really care because I think it tastes great. This is like one of the best European coffee stouts I've had in a long time.
Yeah. And you actually think of a imperial porter because it's a bit lighter on the tongue than an imperial stout.
Sludgy thick. No. I can see that.
It's just a bit more.
One of the things that I often think with porters as well, they're not exactly the sweetest stouts, and they're a little bit more roasty. And I think the same because it has that dense coffee thing, and it has definitely a roast profile. That is what I think of when I think porters, but it's the kind of lactose thing balance that out, so it's not too much. But that being said, porter and imperial porter, imperial stouts become more or less interchangeable nowadays. It's really hard to distinguish.
But it is a bit,
I've always thought like the stouts are more dense and sweet, and the porters are more roasty and light.
Yeah, and that makes sense in this case. I think.
Even though it is dense.
Yeah, it's dense, but it's just a bit more.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. But I think the lactose brings that kind of density to it. But fuck, this is great.
Yeah, maybe just like a touch higher carbonation than in most imperial stouts.
But as I said, this reminds me of the coffee stouts and kind of like pastry style stouts that they do at Trillium because they lose a lot of the actual ingredients. Like I had quite a few different ones on tap, and it's in the similar vein. So this is like not all crazy fake pastry adjunct. It has more real flavor, but also a little bit towards the pastry side, which I like. And then what I just adore is that intense coffee character.
It's just a great mixture.
I think this for me is like a 475 almost on tap, like bordering on going up there, like 96, 97.
Yeah. Something. To me, it's like
I think barrel aged this would be fantastic.
Yeah, and maybe if we had just this a bit fresher.
Yeah, the coffee would
because
be
it's
crazier.
Probably around 5 months now. I'll go 95, 96. Like I thought initially when we had it at GBG.
Yeah, I was thinking like 96, 97, something like that. It's a freaking, probably more, like, it's one of those beers that I put 4.5 on Untapped and then right in parentheses like 465 or something like that. Something like that. It's like, it's really good, but like,
it's just so well done.
Yeah. I urge you guys to go out and get some Wylam Imperial Macchiato if you haven't already. While it's fresh. I'm not sure if they actually still have at Ölkassen. Check them out. I don't think they do shipping outside of Scandinavia. But if you have this stuff or you see it in your local bottle shop, don't fucking sleep on it because this is a fabulous coffee stout with some great hazelnut flavor. Or fuck, we just talked about interchangeable things. Never mind. It's fucking brilliant anyways. Yeah. Check it out for sure. And if you guys had a chance to try it, let us know what you thought of it. As always, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page, and Twitter and Instagram. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And Wylam, please barrel age this.
Yeah, and make more of it.
Yeah, like this is also like screaming bourbon barrel. That sweetness would just bring even more awesomeness to it. I think bourbon would suit this great. But Yeah, that does it for the review, guys.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say cheers. See you guys in another beer review.